Good morning. Good morning. Let me go ahead and get everything all set up here. But welcome everybody. Welcome back to another update here. We are live very, very early this morning. Just giving you guys a little bit of a update on everything here. We're doing a YouTube short live stream real quickly. Let me go ahead and do this real quickly. Get everything set up here. Let's see here. What's up, Phantom? Good morning, good morning. There you go. I just had to get everything set up real quickly. All right, what's up, guys? What's up, Anthony? Saying, hey, much love from Oklahoma. Hello, hello. What's going on? What's up, Raka? What's up, Sewing? Saying, I'm under the triple point. Am I going to be on air? So, what, for today, for later severe weather? So we do have a little risk for severe weather today, up in Oklahoma. Got a slight risk. Storm Prediction Center did include a 2% chance probability for severe weather, so we do have a potential for a couple tornadoes. I don't think it's really going to necessarily warrant a live coverage, for tornadic activity. Damaging winds is also possible. We do have a 15% chance today. In terms of hail, we do have that hatch risk out there for hail. Potential here for hail actually 2 inches in diameter and larger for today. But I don't think I'm going to go live for coverage today. Tomorrow, though, tomorrow night I'm going to go live. A lot of people are going to be live during the daytime. I'm going to go live at night. So here is the update on Sunday's risk here for tomorrow at this point. We now officially have the breakdown regarding the exact probability for tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. So you can see we have a very large enhanced risk here, level 3 threat. And of course, we have the slight risk, level 2 threat, the marginal, the dark green, level 1 threat. So tornado probability, unfortunately, we have a large hatch risk for tornadoes. So across the yellow, we have a pretty decent chance of seeing tornadic activity. And the yellow here does suggest that we could have some tornadoes potentially EF2 or greater. That is a hatch risk, or the significant risk here for Sunday. Regarding tornadoes here, this is a hatch risk. This is a, once again, a potential for tornadoes, perhaps, EF2 or greater, unfortunately. So we're going to really have to look out there. Just a little bit of an extra attention for areas like Mississippi, out here by portions of Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas. Those areas are kind of in a hot spot for Sunday, where we could see some significant tornadic activity. Once again, potential for EF2 tornadoes or greater. 5% chance here, for tornadic activity in the brown. And of course, we do have ourselves a 2% chance here across the green overall. For that. Dards is vertical. Yeah, I'm actually on my phone. I'm actually doing a YouTube Shorts live stream. I haven't done one of these in a while. Plus, I didn't feel like setting up the thumbnail this morning, and that takes some time, unfortunately. But just kind of want to get a quick little update out here for you guys. I'm not going to be live super, super long this morning. Just kind of wanted to give you all an update. We'll go live later tonight, this evening, on our normal format. Anyways, hopping in the winds, we got a massive 30% risk out there too for Sunday. So across red, that is a 30% chance probability of seeing damaging winds. Now, most of those winds are going to be ranging between 60, maybe upwards of 70 miles an hour. But inside of this hatch risk area, inside of this black dashed area, which covers a lot of the Midwest, Ohio Valley areas here. This is where we're going to have potential for damaging winds in excess of 70 miles an hour, likely upwards of 80 or greater in terms of wind gusts. So definitely do have that potential. We really, really need to look out there for. Then lastly, looking at hail, really kind of a similar threat for the winds for hail. For hail, we also have a 30% chance probability in that big hatch risk area here. Giving us a potential for actually hail 2 inches in diameter and greater. Specifically, really large hail across that hatch risk region, that black dashed area. 15% chance probability for hail across the yellow, 5% chance across the brown. These areas are generally going to be seeing potential between 1 to 2 inches in diameter of hail. But the areas that are in that hatch risk is, 2 or greater. So definitely could be seeing some quite large hail for Sunday. Now, I have some unfortunate news. we have an upgrade to our risk for next Wednesday. But first, let's talk about Monday's concern. So Monday is now up to a slight risk here. We finally, moved out of that extended range outlook. So now Monday is within the next 3 days. We do have a large slight risk here across the south, going through the mid-Atlantic up into the northeast here. So right now there's no probability, exactly for, the exact tornado, large hail damaging wind percentage, but, overall probability of seeing severe weather is a 15% chance within a 25-mile radius across the yellow here, 5% chance across the brown overall. So that is that. But like I mentioned, actually, first of all, Tuesday, yes, this Tuesday they added a little 15% risk here. For northeastern Kansas, southeastern Nebraska, central southern Iowa, and northwestern Missouri. So now we got to look out for severe weather on Tuesday. Now for Wednesday, unfortunately, they added a 30% chance now to Wednesday's risk. So there's really two big storm systems that we're currently watching. We have the one that's happening here for like I said, Sunday going into Monday, and now we got to keep an eye out there for Tuesday and Wednesday, as those do seem to be kind of concerns as well. Which, I've been kind of tracking it for a little bit. I've been kind of keeping an eye out there for. I probably need to update this page. I have not uploaded it in a while. But given that jet stream here, as we kind of approach, later on in early April, looks like another potential nasty setup here coming up. So we'll definitely need to keep it out there for that. Let's see, anything extreme in Northeast Tennessee? Yeah, Tennessee needs to be on the lookout here for Monday, more specifically for Northeastern. We do have a slight risk, a level 2 severe weather threat. I was actually looking at the models earlier and whatnot for some of those regions out there, like in Tennessee. Given the environment and what we're going to be capable of seeing here, this is for kind of the afternoon on Monday. So Monday is going to be the main concern for Eastern Tennessee. Western Tennessee is more of a Sunday threat. But for Eastern Tennessee, looking at what, soundings and whatnot, looking at our lower level winds here, we have a little bit of veering. You see that lower level wind barb towards ground level, that's moving to the north. And as we go up in altitude, that wind direction does move a little bit more to the northeast, as we climb up in altitude here. A little bit of a curvature on our photograph. Not really much, mostly linear though, mostly linear. So tornadic activity I wouldn't rule out being a concern in this area. It's not the greatest concern really. I think our main concern is probably just going to be some, damaging wind gusts and that potential essentially. But honestly, yeah, really not anything super significant as of right now. So we'll definitely keep you in the loop. It looks like the models do kind of support some of that instability or that fuel for storms really starts kind of fading out, as you can see, versus like Western Tennessee here, expecting a good 2 to 2,500 joules per kilogram of instability, but that's quite a bit. And as we approach our way to Eastern Tennessee here, that instability is on the lower scale, 500 to 1,000 joules. So yeah, instability really kind of thins out a bit the further east we go. That's also going to lower the potential for how strong these storms could potentially get. But given that sounding, yeah, mostly just damaging wind gusts and stuff we'll keep an eye out there for. Okay. Let's see here. What's up, Renee? Saying thank you for keeping up to date with. No problem. Glad to be here. Like I said, I just wanted to do a YouTube short live stream. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I decided we're just gonna do one because they're quick to set up, and I just hit live basically. So it's a lot more simpler than putting everything together this early. Just wanted to kind of shoot an update there for you guys to kind of let you all know what we're in store for. But next couple of days, dude, we're gonna be in some heat. I tell you, we're going to be seeing a lot of storm activity. Starting today, actually, we have that slight risk once again. 2% tornado risk today, 15% maximum wind threat, 15% threat for hail. Even a little hatch risk out there by Oklahoma, a little bit of south central Kansas in that hatch risk out there. Potential for, hail 2 inches in diameter and greater across that region. And then, like I said, tomorrow, we do got ourselves that big old enhanced risk. A huge enhanced risk here. Large risk area here for tomorrow. Level 3 severe weather threat. It's a pretty high risk. With that, that 10% hatch risk there for tornadoes across the yellow. Potential for EF2 or greater from Storm Prediction Center here. So we got to really look out there for that. Potential for large and damaging tornadoes in the region here. 5% chance for tornadoes across the brown. 2% across the green here. We got a large 30% hatch risk out there for damaging wind gusts. Once again, we're talking actually potential of damaging winds being in excess of 70 to 80 miles an hour or greater. Within the storms, definitely do have that potential. So we're definitely going to keep it out there for that. So that's where that hatch risk area is. Overall, we do have a 15% chance probability for damaging winds here, kind of more between 60 and 70 miles an hour across the brown and the yellow areas here overall. So we'll definitely keep an eye out there for that. Then hail, got a big old 30% chance hatch risk here as well. Oh my goodness, dude. Proxy, what's up, Prox? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Thank you so much for the 50. Wow, that is really, really sweet of you, Proxy. Good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, Prox. Seriously. That's greatly appreciated. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to do a little morning live stream with you guys. Proxy, big thank you. I appreciate your support as always. Thank you so, so much. You're awesome. I appreciate you very, very much. Y'all in chat, please give Proxy a big thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. Am I going to go live Sunday? Yes. Yeah, we're going to go live definitely. So tomorrow being Sunday. So I'm going to do night coverage. I know a lot of people stream during the day, and we're definitely going to need coverage during the day, but there's going to be a lot of weather people streaming on, throughout the day. So that's good. I am going to stream the night shift, though, because a lot of people need to be, actually, I haven't went to bed yet. It's actually 7 a.m. my time. I still haven't went to bed. I'm preparing to be up a lot of the night. So yeah, I had to alter my sleep schedule just in order to be able to cover nighttime. But yeah, we'll be covering a lot of night on Sunday, going into Monday. So I'll be here for you guys. We'll have people streaming during the day, and then as they head off, then just know we'll be live during night to cover this, okay? Same thing likely for Monday night too. We'll see what happens though. Honestly, Monday night should be clearing up. But then, of course, like we mentioned here, unfortunately, we do have ourselves, let's see, well, of course, that threat does extend into Monday. But like I was mentioning, now we have a 15% risk here, a little one for Tuesday. Tuesday, heads up for potential severe weather up in portions of Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska. And of course, yeah, SPC did add a big 30% chance risk for severe weather here on Wednesday now. So now we got to keep it out there for not only not only Sunday, Monday, but also now Tuesday and Wednesday. Back-to-back storm systems here. Going to be a big concern. What's up, Proxy? Saying, hi, everyone. Yikes about this weather. Telling me about it. Yeah, it's getting a little nuts out there. I think it's kind of, safe to say at this point in time that we are kind of in storm season. What do y'all think? Oh, yep. Yeah, looking at the models this morning here, I mean, you can see as we approach late Sunday. I know this is Monday, but that's in Zulu. That's late Sunday. Look at all that instability that builds in. I mean, we get a lot of fuel really starting to creep up here into the country, driving, tons of unstable conditions all the way up well into the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes region there. Definitely seems pretty concerning. Looking at our lower level winds here, throughout portions of like the lower Ohio Valley, portions out there by like the eastern Midwest, 40 knot lower level jet definitely could support some, tornadic activity and whatnot. Believe it or not, our kinematics on this storm system, I mean, while it is, still pretty strong, it's, nothing like super duper significant, I don't think. Or, at least I should say, at least comparing to earlier events this year. It's still 40, 45 knots of lower level winds is very strong and, definitely does warrant that 10% tornado risk that we do have, I believe. But, we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that plays out here. I'm a little concerned for the next storm system. So for Wednesday, like we were talking about here, let me go ahead and bring up the lower level winds. So looking back at that, so of course, we do have some pretty strong lower level winds Sunday and Monday, but look how much of a ripper, of a jet stream we have here going into Wednesday. If that holds, man, oh my goodness, 75 knots according to GFS of lower level winds. That is like 4,000, or sorry, yeah, 4,000 or 5,000 feet up or so actually. Yeah, let's hope that changes. GFS is a little aggressive. Instability seems to be kind of lacking in that department, though, up there. So that could be some good news. But still, a little bit of early guidance and whatnot. But yeah, that's definitely a little bit concerning. So we definitely need to look out there for Wednesday too. All right, let me get into some of these comments here. Logan says, Andrew, thank you so much. You called it yesterday. My area was going to have tornado threat. We weren't included in 2%. Thank you again. No problem. Yep, no problem at all. Like I said, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you guys stay weather aware and up to date. Let's see here. That's why I asked if hurricane strength winds are 74 miles an hour expected in Cincinnati. So sustained winds, definitely not. So given Cincinnati, hopping back over here to the risk here for tomorrow, Sunday. So on the wind risk, we do have that hatch risk area, out here by Cincinnati. So you were in that 30 sig risk for damaging winds. Now, what does that mean? It basically means that you could actually have wind gusts potentially in excess of 70 miles an hour, given when those storms do go through. So yeah, wind gusts, within the storm at maximum peak could get up to 70 miles an hour or greater. But I wouldn't count on seeing like sustained 70 mile an hour winds. There's a big difference between that. Let's see here. Tabletop says thoughts on Monday. So you're a slight risk, man. Yeah, Monday we don't have the exact breakdown like we do for tomorrow. Given tomorrow we have the tornado probability 10%, damaging wind probability 30%, hail 30%. We have that available for today and tomorrow. But we do not have that available. It's only for day 1 and day 2. This is day 3. But all I can really tell you right now is that, yeah, you do have a slight risk there, level 2 severe weather threat. Definitely need to be weather aware out here. Looking at morning model guidance here. As we approach our way, let's see here. Actually, let's take a look at the NAM model. Let's see what NAM is showing us this time. It's always NAM, man, I tell you. All right, so for late Monday, let's grab a sounding out here, kind of towards Wilmington area, and just roughly to see what the old atmosphere could be doing. Let's see what we got. Oh, big old cap and inversion. Yeah, storms might have a hard time firing in the environment, to be quite fair with you. There's a bit of veering, though. Say storms were able to fire. Look at that beautiful veering pattern. You can see at ground level, these winds are going to the north here. And as we go up in altitude, the wind direction actually changes to the northeast. So, that change in wind direction, and looking at our hodograph, you see that there is that arch here that shows us that, there's the winds are changing direction with altitude and increasing in wind speed. So these numbers are in knots, wind speed in knots. It's basically just a big compass, essentially, looking at from the top to bottom view of Earth. So, for example, that's north, this is south, this is east, and, this is west. So you can see as we start in the lower atmosphere, winds go to the north, and then we gradually change our wind direction to the east, kind of going to the northeast here. And you can see these are the wind speed and numbers, and you can see how, as we're changing directions, we're increasing in wind speeds too. So, so that's important for tornadic activity. But given, like I said, we do have that warm layer there, right there. That's going to be a little bit of a problem for storms, trying to develop and whatnot. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. You do have that slight risk out there. So, we'll see what happens. See what happens. Yeah, definitely need to be weather aware, though. Tomorrow's the big day. Well, the first big day. So today we have that slight risk once again. Tomorrow we got that whopper of an enhanced, that 10% significant risk out there, for tornadoes, and whopping 30% chance for significant wind gusts. Once again, 70, 80 mile an hour winds or greater. And then, of course, hail. We have that large 30% chance for hail even, too. Once again, 2 inches in diameter or larger, big threat. So then we go into Monday's threat. Once again, level 2 threat as of now. Here for Tuesday, we got a little 15% chance here. Not a 5%, 15% chance out here for severe weather. Just a little risk here for Tuesday, but then Wednesday we got another big day, unfortunately. Kind of similar to this one. If you look at it, it's actually kind of in the same areas here as as Sunday's threat is. Look at that. So the main hot spots here for this upcoming Wednesday. This is actually my birthday. I just realized. Yeah, April 2nd. Wait a minute. That's my birthday. This is gonna happen on my birthday. Oh, great. I'm gonna have to do birthday coverage. Oh, lovely. Anyways, yeah. So 30% chance probability here. Yeah, it's similar. It's similar. Sunday's risk seems to be a little bit bigger though. That can still change, though, of course. You know, you definitely do know that. All right, let's see here. Let me get some more of these comments here. Boost says, Andrew, I was looking at next Wednesday storm a couple days ago. I was saying there's going to be strong storm out of the next 7 days, the way it looks like. Yeah, I mean, definitely need to watch out for Wednesday. I mean, SPC does have that 30% hatch risk out there. Or, sorry, not hatch risk, probability risk out there. Sorry. All right, what's up, Cal? I hope you're doing good. Good morning, Ace. Let's see here. Duck Guy says, how's it going, Andrew? I always love watching your streams. Keep up the weather. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Good to have you here. Let's see here. Tabletop says, I assume you're probably going to go live tonight. Yes. Yeah, we'll go live later this evening. For sure. Yours is April 1st. Oh. Well, very nice. Happy early birthday. See, didn't that happen last year? You had to do birthday cover? I think so. Yeah, last April. I feel like I did. Yeah. I'm going to have to go live on my birthday. I just kind of realized how close that my birthday is. Let's see here. So we got today, 3, 4, 5 days. Dang, dude. It's crazy. Anyways, folks. So yeah, we'll definitely be keeping you guys up to date. Let's go ahead and hop into more of these models. Let's see what we got going on. Oh, one thing I want to show you is since we're within range of short range models now, one thing I do want to show you guys real quickly is future radar. It's a little ugly, ain't gonna lie. Let me first of all do something real quickly. Hold on, let me turn this. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, let me go ahead and hop back to the models here. So, one thing I do want to show you, which is a little concerning. Let me show you all future radar here. Let's go ahead and bring up my bundle. Go ahead and apply all that. Let's go to rain. Go to my reflectivity outlook, or reflectivity thing here. Pull up the NAM. There we go. Okay. So this is actually a new model here. This is or a new model run, I should say. Let's go ahead and drive this down in time. So first of all, let's let that load in for a minute. You can see all this rain that's actually currently advecting north. Okay, here we go. So this is going to be for actually late Saturday. We might get a little bit of storm activity, like I said. Oh, wait, that's today. All right, well then late today, yeah, that's that slight risk that we were talking about rolling through. But then, you know, we kind of developed that long line of storms. I mean, look at that. Look at that just long line of storms that develops there. It's just wild, man. That's just wild. I mean, look at that. One thing I did want to show you, though, real quickly, was the simulated IR satellite view. Oh, oops, did not want to do that. I want to remove it now. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, looking at the simulated IR. Once that loads. Oh, buddy. Oh, dude. Yeah, look at that line, though, from NAM. Just a big line of convection happening. Good morning, Braven. Hope you're doing good. Thank you, Cal. I appreciate that. Rocka says, about what time are Wednesday storms going to hit Western Indiana? Wednesday storms? That's still way too far out to look at timing. Yeah, that's still 5 days out. That's a very long time. It's a little early. A little early to tell. Prox says, happy your upcoming birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. Thank you, Renee. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to do some weather coverage on my birthday for Wednesday. That's going to always be nice. Yeah, we'll do it, though. We'll be sure to help y'all out. Oh, my gosh, dude. Look at that. Ugh. Yeah, that looks pretty gnarly. Yeah, we'll definitely keep you guys up to date on that. Yeah, so once again today, we do have that little slight risk here. We'll keep it out there for a little tornado threat. I'm not going to go live today for this, for coverage, because I don't think it'll be needed, really. But I will go live this evening, though. Like I mentioned, we'll go live this evening, once again on our main layout. Probably sometime around maybe anywhere from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern is whenever I shoot. You know, I'm shooting to go live there. but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So then, of course, we record into Sunday. Like I said, this is going to be the first big day of storms. We got that enhanced risk out here. Let's see here. Yeah, that 10%. So once again, if you guys are across the yellow here, this includes areas like Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Arkansas, and Missouri. Not all those states are, or not all of the state is included, but you know, some bits and pieces. But that 10% region you see there, this is for tomorrow. That is a hatch risk for tornadic activity. So what that means, let me go ahead and show you. So this is from SPC. You can see that hatch area 10% or greater probability of EF2 to EF5 tornadoes within 25 miles of a point. So essentially what that means is that if you're in that 10% region there with that hatch risk, you know, that black netting, that's the hatch risk. That is telling us, you know, potential for tornadoes EF2 to EF5, you know, possibility. 10% chance overall, in which, you know, say you lived in Memphis, for example. I know this is a very, you know, low-res map, but say you live in Memphis, right? So that means within a 25-mile radius around Memphis, there is a 10% chance that a tornado EF2 or greater could occur within that radius. So within that, you know, within that region, essentially. So that's how that works. That's Sunday. And of course, you know, outside of that hatch risk, outside of the black netted area, you know, we have just a normal tornado threat, you know, 2% chance across the green, 5% chance here across the brown. This is going to be likely on the lower side, you know, of tornadic activity, not really expecting anything significant. You know, pretty much EF0 to EF2 potential, essentially. You know, obviously nature's crazy. You know, it wouldn't be surprised. I mean, nature is crazy, like I said, and you know, we can't, it doesn't mean that they will always be between EF0 to EF2, but just generally speaking, the lower end tornadic activity will be here. Just 5% chance across the brown, 2% across the green. Let's see here. Thank you, Binksy. It's not my birthday today. My birthday is on April 2nd. So it's coming up, but it's not today. I appreciate it, though. Good morning, Benton. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Let's see here. Renee says, so for Sunday, do I think we'll need to leave our trailer, and what time is the storm going to happen? So, Renee, what part are you in? That's not sure where you're at, to be quite honest with you. I try to remember as many people as I can, but there's always so many people that come through here. It's like, I can't keep up with it where everybody lives. If you can refresh my memory, it would be appreciated. Let's see here. You're in a hatch risk. Oh, yeah, be careful. All right, let me take a look at yours, Renee, real quickly. See what we got going on here. I'm going to have to bring up my other program now. Let's see. You are in Ohio. Okay, you're up by Cincinnati. Okay. I got you. Yep, so you're up by Cincinnati. So given you are in that enhanced risk, of course, you know, trailers is not really the best place to seek shelter if a storm, you know, if a warning gets issued, essentially. You do got a 5% tornado risk here, a 30% wind risk, potential for significant winds, you know, in excess of 70 miles an hour. I wouldn't, to be quite fair, I would look into maybe going to a friend's house, family member's house, to ride out the storms, because, you know, even say if, you know, we don't get tornadic activity, which is more than likely we won't see tornadic activity. I mean, yeah, you're in a 5% chance. I mean, yeah, it is possibility. You know, it is a possibility for tornadic activity, but, you know, more than likely the odds are you're not going to see one. It's a little different with the wind threat, though, given that's a 30% chance, and a hatch risk, too. That's a big wind risk, and that's almost a 1 in 3 shot of having, you know, damaging winds within 25 miles of your location. So I would ride out on, you know, maybe going to spend the day with, you know, friends or family, somebody that's, you know, not in a trailer, because I would not recommend that. Yeah, those winds are not really, or sorry, those trailers are not really meant to withstand winds in excess of 80 miles an hour. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye out there for that, okay? I would look into it. Just for your safety. I mean, more than likely everything will be fine, but, you know, just for your safety, because you do not want to be in a trailer during, you know, this type of weather. All right, let's see here. Good morning, Emmanuel. Hope you're doing good. Oso says, can you let me know about Georgia? Yeah, hold on. I got you. Let me pull this back up. Actually, I'm going to go throw this over here. Why not? All right, so you let's see here. You, my friend, are out there. Okay, you're west of Atlanta. So, yeah, your threat's not going to be Sunday. Your threat's going to be Monday. You got a slight risk right now. There's no breakdown right now in the probability, between tornadoes, large hail damaging winds. Not quite the breakdown yet. But, man, you are in that slight risk. Definitely need you to be weather aware on Monday. Monday. First big day, Sunday, like I mentioned. We have the breakdown for Sunday. Like I said, day 1 and day 2 outlooks show, like I said, day 1 and day 2 outlooks do show the probability, but day 3 do not. So I can tell you probability of severe weather, or seeing it, is 15%. But that's a collective of all hazards, probability of just seeing severe weather within 25 miles of your location. So, yeah. Let's see here. No problem, Renee. You're welcome. Also, no problem at all. And once again, just a bit of a heads up to you folks here. Tuesday, we got a little risk here, a little 15%, but Wednesday, unfortunately, we have another big event coming up here for next Wednesday on my birthday. So we're definitely going to need to be weather aware here Wednesday. So just a bit of a heads up, guys. Like I said, it's kind of back-to-back severe weather events. I just wanted to let you guys know that there's going to be more than one event here. We got a lot of severe weather ahead of us, okay? So once again, here's Sunday's risk tomorrow. This is Monday's risk here. Going to Tuesday's risk, which is a little 15%, and then Wednesday's risk, which is a big 15 and 30% risk area, okay? So, just looking out for you guys. Also, I have chat over here. Y'all can say hi to one another. Y'all can say hi to one another. Let's see here. Definitely trailers are double wide homes. Yes, they're really not meant to withstand strong winds and in excess of 80 miles an hour. I mean, given the fact Sunday's risk here, like I said, we have that large 30% hatch risk area. That's given potential for damaging winds in excess of 70 to 80 or greater. We're talking some big hail. Let's see here. Cries, is that how you say her name? I feel like it's something different, but Cries wants to know, driving from southern Missouri, let's see here, Ferris, Texas, back this weekend, on the road now, what do I need to look out for? Gotcha. So you're going from Missouri to Texas this weekend. Gotcha. So depends on how far you get today. If you can get through here, let me just pull up this area, because it would actually help me if I know what part of Texas you're going to. So you're going from southern Missouri, so you're starting off southern Missouri. Let me bring up your other area here that you're going to. Oh, this is out by Dallas. Gotcha. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. So yeah, today depends on how far you get. But you might run into some storms along the way. I mean, your whole route is within the thunderstorm risk here. Tomorrow, Dallas area does have that slight risk, so it looks like you might be running into some storm activity between today and tomorrow. So yeah, just keep an eye out there for it. If you're going to be there tomorrow, out there, there is actually a little tornado threat towards the Dallas area here. A risk factor for some gusty winds, 15% chance probability. Now, your winds are not going to be significant, at least not expected to be as of now. So winds are going to be between 60 to 70 on those storms. Not all storms will contain those winds, but, the severe ones, could be producing 60 to 70 mile an hour winds out there. But we do have we're right on the edge of that hatch risk here for hail. Dallas is pretty close to that. So, yeah, keep it on it. Definitely tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be the bigger day, okay? So, we'll, definitely need you to be weather aware. Remind me tonight, and I'll do an updated forecast for you, okay? Because I'm going to go live tonight on my main, on my computer here. I just went live on YouTube Shorts this morning because it's quick and easy. But yeah, remind me tonight whenever I go live, sometime late this evening, okay? For the next update. No problem at all. But yeah, so once again, everybody, if y'all could, please consider sharing this channel to your friends, your family, your neighbor, whatever, just to help spread the awareness, guys. obviously, the more people we can reach out to, the more potential people we can help in general, and definitely could be very, very useful. So like I said, we're here for you. We got you. Overall, once again, we need to be weather aware today actually as well. We have a little slight risk here. Your main concern today is going to be between damaging wind gusts and hail. Like I mentioned, we do have a little hatch risk today for portions of Oklahoma and extreme southern Kansas. Potential for hail, let's see here, potential for hail 2 inches in diameter and greater. Robin, it's not my birthday today, but I appreciate it. Let's see here. SPC said an upgrade to a moderate risk may be required in later outlooks. Did they really say that? Where did they say that? Probably. Ooh. Whoa, hold on a minute. I think you're right here. Yeah. Enhanced risk cross-border area. At this time, though, an upgrade to moderate risk and lower may be required in later. Oh, yeah, you're right. They're at the bottom of that paragraph. Y'all see that? To be quite honest, I'm really not surprised. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, if they do pull a moderate, I would not be surprised. I mean, just given how big our enhanced risk is here, and given the soundings I've been picking off and everything, I mean, there's definitely room for upgrades. So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, don't be surprised if honestly, even tonight when I go live, if it's moderate. We'll see. I mean, I can't guarantee that, but I would not be surprised. We'll see. We shall see. Yeah, definitely. First of all, from SPC, I mean, looking at that 10%, it does seem like that main tornado threat will be across, portions of like the eastern Midwest, the southern Ohio Valley here. Just in general, where this 10% risk is, like we mentioned here, this is where the main concern for tornadoes is going to be because, first of all, we have a lot of that instability working its way up into really high up. But, the best... Two of the main ingredients you need for severe weather and tornadic activity is strong winds throughout the atmosphere, we call wind shear, and the instability or the fuel for storms. Now, the greatest ratio between instability to wind shear is across these areas. So that's where you have the greatest instability to greatest wind shear kind of pinpoints to this area here. Given the greatest probability for tornadic development. And like we mentioned, given that there is that hatch risk, there is potential for tornadoes EF2 or greater. Okay, so we need to watch out for that possibility. What's my opinions on Wednesday? Given early model guidance, I ain't gonna lie with you, it looks a little concerning. I mean, if GFS holds this, so say given the environment here for my birthday here on Wednesday, say this was the outcome, that lower level jet is screaming, possibly 70 knots, a lower level jet. That is actually kind of ridiculous. Let's hope that that's not in place because, lower level winds of 70 knots is really crazy. Yeah, our mid-level shear too is quite nuts. The wind shear on Wednesday's threat seems pretty high. The good news as of now, which we'll see what happens, instability is kind of low in the region where those lower level winds are so strong. But yeah, I think it was a good call from SPC that they put that 30% out there. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I'm a little concerned for Wednesday. I ain't gonna lie with y'all. I'm gonna be straightforward with you guys. It's just gonna be one back-to-back storm system here. So. Got a lot of storm activity heading up soon, y'all. So just please make sure y'all are staying careful or being careful and staying safe, okay? And like I said, this is what we're here for. It's what this channel's here for. We're here to help you guys. We're here to let you all know what you can expect with all this mess and everything. So if you guys could once again take the link to this, share it with your friends, your family, subscribe if you haven't already. It'd be greatly appreciated. It'll help out, help spread the channel for one. But it'll also, give people a source to, stay weather aware and stay up to date because it's very important, especially this time of the year, given, we're in storm season now. Things are getting a little crazy out there, okay? So yeah, really the event starts today as that cold front starts advancing southeastward. Once again, we have a little slight risk today, a little 2% chance for tornadoes. A tornado or two today is possible, across portions of Oklahoma, Kansas. Damaging winds, 15% chance out there. Gusty winds, between 60 and 70 miles an hour possible. 15% chance across the yellow, 5% chance across the brown. Then hail, kind of a similar threat to the wind threat, but we do have a little area of hatch risk you can see for hail. This region here, we have potential for hail actually 2 inches in diameter or greater. Well larger than golf ball size hail. Could be quite possible today. So definitely large hail. But today's threat's really nothing compared to tomorrow's. You can just see how many people are in the risk here for tomorrow. First of all, we have that massive level 3 threat, that enhanced risk here. Really decent risk for severe weather across the orange here. I mean, still a decent risk across the yellow. And that slight risk level 2 threat. Then we have the small little thin level 1 marginal risk here, low end threat for severe weather. But yeah, as of now, greatest concerns across the orange here. Okay. But yeah, given that tornado probability for tomorrow, we have a big old 10% risk here. Plus it's hatched, it's hatched as well. Once again, that means that potential for EF2 tornadoes are greater overall. So 10% chance across the yellow, 5 across the brown, 2 across the green. In terms of damaging winds, large 30% chance. That hatch risk here, potential for damaging winds in excess, 70 to 80 or greater miles an hour within the storm. 15% chance here across the yellow, 5% chance across the brown. These areas outside of the hatch risk will likely see winds within the storm, in terms of the severe weather, between 60 to 70 more than likely. 70, 80 or greater is going to be possible in the in that hatch risk there. And lastly, we have that large hail risk here, that 30% significant risk out there. Once again, potential for hail, honestly, greater than 2 inches across this region here. So large hail potential across the hatch risk. Once again, 30% chance across the red, 15 across the yellow, 5 across the brown here. And you can kind of see how some of the that hatch risk here lingers into that 15% chance across the yellow here for like northeastern Texas. 15% chance out here for hail 2 inches in diameter or greater, while up here in the red, that's a 30% chance for hail 2 inches in diameter or greater. So you can kind of see how some of that creeps its way into the level 2 threat as well, just lower probability across the yellow, okay? Same potential though. Then of course, we work our way into Monday. Just never ends, dude. Monday, yep. So the continuation as that cold front rolls eastward. Actually, we got shot for severe weather all the way up into Vermont and New Hampshire. We have a little bit of a marginal risk out there, but it is now possible for severe weather in this event all the way up to the upper New England region here. So we're gonna need to look out for that. We do got that large level 2 threat going all the way from the Gulf Coast here, all the way up to pretty much near the Great Lakes there, the eastern Great Lakes essentially. So that's not a level 3 threat yet as of now. We'll see what happens, but it's a very large level 2 threat, which I still consider a slight risk, a decent risk for severe weather. Okay, so if you're in the yellow, if you're in the dark green here, I mean, just keep an eye out there for it, as severe weather will be possible on Monday across those regions here. Just want to give you a heads up here. Once again, here on Tuesday, got a little itty bitty 15% risk up here. You didn't see that. 15% risk across the yellow for portions of Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, northern Missouri. Then, of course, we have, yet again, another really big risk here for my birthday, April 2nd. Main concern as of right now, we have a 30% chance probability of seeing severe weather across the orange. Kind of the maximum risk taken issue for the extended range as of right now, but that's a 30% chance probability of severe weather across the orange, 15% chance, which is still a decent shot across the yellow here. So we'll keep an eye on it, my friends. Got a lot of activity up ahead. I hate to tell you that. All right, let's look at some of these comments here. Y'all can say hi to one another on the stream here. So I'm glad that cold front is moving down towards Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas at this time, leaving us alone from Kentucky east. Gotcha. Well, those areas, though, definitely do need to be weather aware, though, for Sunday and whatnot. Also, like I mentioned, coming up for Wednesday, too, portions of Arkansas, Kentucky, you know, you guys are going to be quite in it again, you know. Let's see here. Taking the pup out in Indianapolis, starting to rain, humid. Let me take a look at radar, actually. Let's hop over here real quickly. I do see a lot of showers, you know, and stuff working its way up here. You set up in, where, Indiana or Illinois? Indianapolis. Okay, so yeah, you can see a little bit of radar. On the radar here, we got some precip rolling into the region. Yep, yeah, it'll probably be raining for a little bit. Let's see here. I'm in the western part of the day 5 slight. Yeah, keep it out there for it, my friend. Be weather aware. Geesh. Look at the size of the risk highlighted for Monday. I mean, it's a little extreme size for National Weather Service list. Yeah, I mean, Monday's risk here, I mean, that's a pretty big risk here. Monday, you know, also Sunday too. Sunday's enhanced risk is huge. I mean, let's see here. The enhanced risk alone, that level 3 threat in the orange here, right? So that area there is equivalent to 235, almost 236,000 square miles. And population just in that level 3 threat alone is almost 26 million people. And in the slight risk here, that yellow, that is almost 46 million people. And in the level 1, that dark green, that includes about 36.5 million. So, you know, add all those numbers up. I mean, that's what, well over, or near 100,000. Or I need to go to bed. I'm still up. Like I said, I'm actually working on. I still haven't been to bed yet, and it's 7:30 in the morning. I'm getting myself prepped for night coverage, like I said. So I'm staying up late, but my brain's not fully here. No, that's almost 100 million people in the risk here. That's crazy, though. That is pretty crazy. All right, let's see here. What's up, Braden? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Ashes? What's up, Kala? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Monster? Logan says, I mean, you're not wrong. It's at least 100,000. Yeah, that's very true. That's very, very true. Yeah, at least. That number's a little far off, though. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's hop back to models and stuff. But yeah, this is a future IR satellite here. You know, definitely is looking a little nasty. It looks like a lot of that storm activity. I mean, it's just going to be, you know, days and days worth of, you know, storm activity. Looks like that main line, according to the NAM here, suggests to develop, you know, later Sunday, right around 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern. Take that with a grain of salt. You know, timing's still a little iffy right now, but I tell you what, dude, that turns into quite a line. Let me hop back to radar. Future radar here. I mean, look at that. Look at that long squall there. I mean, that's just a long flat line, you know, of storms. Pretty crazy, man. Actually, over 106 million. My math is not mathing right now. I'm very sleep deprived at the moment. What's up, MD? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Braden? Saying, hey, what's up, bro? Not much. Just tracking the weather, man. Same old, same old. Hopefully you're doing good. Oh, buddy. It's going to be a busy week, y'all. Just please be careful, okay? Like I said, we're going to be here. I'm going to do as much as I can to keep you guys informed and weather aware. So, y'all just be sure to take this serious. I know a lot of people kind of brush this off. But like, you know, I never get severe weather. Please don't brush this stuff off, dude. It's, you know, we're here for a reason to warn you that this is serious. You know, this is very serious. I mean, you know, just tomorrow alone, you know, tornadoes are going to be possible all the way from the Gulf Coast pretty much all the way up to the Great Lakes. I mean, that's a lot of land. I mean, that's a big chunk of the country too. I mean, that's I mean, shoot, even that significant risk here we have for tornadoes, you know, that 10% chance here, that's pretty large. So we'll see. We'll keep y'all informed here. It was raining a few drops earlier in Greene County. It's still hot right now. Gotcha. Yeah, you're definitely going to notice the warmth here. Let's look at those temps real quickly. Yeah, one thing you guys are going to notice here is that those temperatures are going to be warm. It's going to be real muggy too. Trust me. Trust me on that. Especially the further south you go, more muggy it's going to get. But yeah, towards Midwest Ohio Valley, it's actually going to be pretty nice. You know, upper 60s going in 70s and even 80s down south. Dew point really is a good scale to go off of. Humidity is not really. So whenever you guys think of mugginess, you think of like how humid it is, which, I mean, yeah, you're kind of right. But dew points, warmer air can hold more water vapor. And so you can say if you had 100% humidity at 40 degrees, that you would not notice that it's really humid. I ain't gonna lie, you would not really notice it as much as you would say if humidity was 100% at 80 degrees, because then that means you have an 80-degree dew point. So dew point's really the scale you want to go for looking at mugginess and whatnot. But yeah, 60 degree dew points can definitely get pretty muggy. So you know, that mugginess is going to be all the way up into the country here, especially down south. Especially down south here. Towards the Gulf Coast. I mean, we could have dew points in the 70s, which. I live here in Central Florida. Once the dew points get in the 70s and 80s, it is muggy. It is muggy. But yeah, you're definitely going to notice it being a lot more muggy than usual. So, anyways, hopefully this won't upgrade Sunday to a moderate. It is possible. They did mention it in their discussion, like I mentioned here, or somebody mentioned earlier, but we looked at. Yeah, look at this. Other upgrade to a moderate risk in the lower Ohio, Tennessee, mid-Mississippi Valley corridor may be required in the future or in later outlook. So, yeah, we'll see. We will see. Look at dew point temps, not percentages. Absolutely, yeah. I couldn't stress that more. Dew points are a much greater way of looking at how muggy it's going to be than humidity. Like I mentioned, warmer air can hold more water vapor. So higher dew point, means that, say like I mentioned, if you have a dew point temperature, for example, 70-degree dew point, say your temperature is 70 outside too, that would be 100% humidity at 70 degrees. Very humid, very muggy. Say you had a dew point at 30 degrees and the temperature was 30 as well, that'd be 100% humidity still, but you wouldn't notice it. It wouldn't feel muggy or humid. So, dew point's the scale that everybody really needs to go off of. Let's see here. What about Southeast Michigan? So, actually, yeah, Michigan is included in the risk on tomorrow. Actually, almost all of Michigan's in that risk now. So, Southeast Michigan, including like the Detroit area, we have a level 2 threat now for severe weather. That gives you a little 2% chance for tornadoes. So Michigan isn't really going to have much of a tornado problem per se. Yeah, not much of a tornado problem, but more of a concern for gusty winds and hail. Both 15% chances for damaging wind gusts, potentially upwards of 60 miles an hour in terms of gusts, within the storms here. Hail, 15% chance. For hail ranging between 1 to 2 inches in diameter, essentially. So, yeah, Ricky, keep an eye out there for it. It's going to be hot next week, yeah. Especially with Wednesday set up, too. We're going to notice those muggy conditions once again coming back in. You can kind of see now those dew points are advecting north. They're definitely going to be getting quite muggy. The net system, that cold front's just going to knock all that mugginess out, and then it's going to kind of tip over again, and we're going to start to get more advection, setting us up for the next system, for the next cold front to knock all that out. So you can just see how the atmosphere is acting like a fluid, right? It's, just basic dynamics. Atmosphere is very similar to a fluid. And if you play this in fast motion, you can kind of see what the atmosphere is doing, right? Got that cold front knocking all those high dew points and mugginess out. Cooling things down a bit. And then we got more advection ahead of it for Wednesday. Fun. Very, very fun. Meaning it seems like there's a harder time now to pinpoint where strong and severe storms will impact the area. So they highlight green. Gotcha. What's up, Spencer? Hope you're doing good, man. What's up, Dylan? But hope you guys are doing good. Like I mentioned, y'all, just please be careful, okay? Please be weather aware. Please stay safe out there, dude. And you know, if y'all have any questions, hey, you know, throw them in the chat. We're here for you. We're here to help you guys out. You know, I'm gonna let you all know what we're, you know, kind of gonna be in store for over the next little bit. Like I said, there's already a lot of, you know, like I was mentioning here on the models and stuff. You see how we have all that advection, all of that moisture advection. You know, all of that warm mugginess starting to creep its way up into the country. I mean, within that warm sector, I mean, you can already see there's a lot of showers down in the south right now. I mean, it is just starting to rain. Oh, is that the cold front right there? Y'all see that? That might even be the frontal boundary on the radar scan. Sometimes these fronts can kick up some wind and kick up some dust that radar can actually detect, and that might be the frontal boundary there. Where's that at? Southern Nebraska. Let me here. Let me put you all down for a second. That's going to be up in. Look at that, man. The stationary front right there, Southern Nebraska. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That's actually your frontal boundary here. You can see it actually up in Iowa too. Look at that cold front up in Iowa. Man, I tell you what, nailed it. I thought I saw a frontal boundary on there. Oh, buddy. Yep. So that's the beginning of it, y'all. That's the beginning of it. Like I said, today we're going to start with that severe weather. Let's see here. Yeah, we got that slight risk today. So it begins, y'all. So it begins. See here. Good job. Thanks. Appreciate it. Braden, what does that have to do with weather? Jess says, did I sleep? No, I did not. It is 7:30 my time Eastern, 7:30 a.m., 7:35. But no, I have not slept yet because, like I mentioned, tomorrow night, Sunday going into Monday, I'm going to do night coverage. So I am training myself to stay up. I am very tired. I ain't going to lie with you. But I'm training myself to stay up during the overnight hours. That way I can be live for all, or if not most, of Sunday night. So, training, y'all. This is what I do. This is what I do to, you know, help keep you guys weather aware. Because, like I said, everybody and their mom's going to be streaming on during the main event. And then, you know, during the day. So I already know there's going to be a lot of people streaming the day event, so I ain't worried about that. So just y'all tune into those people. But then night shift, when everyone goes to bed, and if you still need to have weather coverage, I'm your guy, man. I'll tell you. But no, I have not. Coffee. That sounds pretty nice right now, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. For sure. Anyways, let's hop back to models here. But yeah, I mean, you can really see, I mean, just all that moisture coming through. Let's look back at the, actually, one thing I do want to look at, though, is helicity. Yeah, so you can see kind of our helicity values here for late Sunday going into Monday. Those are going to be the greatest towards, like, Tennessee, Kentucky, which, oh, would you look at that? If we look at our risk area, where's that greatest tornado probability? Oh, between Kentucky, Tennessee, and some other surrounding states. So, yeah, that's going to give us our greatest potential for, like, tornadic activity. It's going to be towards some of those regions. Let me grab a sounding out here. Just kind of see what the old atmosphere's going to be doing. Yeah, look at that. So, y'all, I know this looks like a lot of gibberish, especially to people who's never seen a sounding before. It's not as scary as it looks. So this is ground level. Down here at the bottom, this is your ground level. So temperature at the ground level, 64. Dew points, is that 68 degrees temperature. So our ground level winds are moving to the northeast at 15 knots. Okay, and as we go up in altitude, y'all notice that wind barb changes direction to the northeast. So you see that? You see that veering? So that is what gives a tornado environment a tornadic possibility. Not the only thing, but it is a big contributor. But yeah, that's what we call veering winds. Lower level winds are veering here. So surface winds are moving to the north. As we go up in altitude, they change direction to the northeast. And if we look at our hodograph here, you notice that big arch. See that big arch? I'm trying to zoom out. My phone's being stupid. Hold on. There we go. So basically, Our winds in the lower atmosphere starting at ground level are going here to the northeast here. And then, of course, as we go up in atmosphere, the wind direction changes more to the east and then just does something funky once we reach mid-upper atmosphere. So given that sudden change in wind direction and that increase in wind speed, that'll give us the environment for tornadoes. So yeah, gonna be the greatest concern towards like Kentucky, Indiana. Oh my gosh, we have a super chat. Thank you so much, Divine, for the 10. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much. Saying Bloomington gets hit hard. What's my thoughts? Is that Illinois? Bloomington, Illinois? Maybe, maybe not. Here, let me bring this back here. I'm assuming it's Bloomington, Illinois. So you, my friend, you are in that level 3 enhanced risk here. So that's that level 3. That is a okay. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. That's Bloomington, Indiana. Thank you, man. I appreciate the 5 and the 10. I appreciate that. So Bloomington, Indiana. Okay, so you're still in that level 3 enhanced risk out here too. Both Bloomingtons. But yeah, your Bloomington here is in that level 3 severe weather threats. That gives you a 10% chance for tornadoes here. So basically, you know, within a 25-mile radius of your location around you, there's a 10% chance that we could get tornadoes, potentially, you know, I hate to say it, EF2 or greater, given that that's what that hatch risks, you know, signifies. So 10% chance for that, for tornadoes. Now, that's not your only concern. Your main concern is actually going to be the threat between damaging winds and hail. We have a whopping 30% chance for damaging wind gusts, and they're significant too, potentially. You know, so we're talking some wind gusts, you know, within the storm, 70, 80 miles an hour or greater. You know, possible 30% chance within 25 miles of you, and then hail. Got that 30% chance here as well. So hail actually, you know, once again, you're adding that significant risk here too. For hail, that gives you potential for, you know, hail 2 inches in diameter or greater. So overall, tornadoes will be possible, potential for EF2 or greater. Damaging winds will be possible, potential for 70 to 80 mile an hour wind gusts or greater within those storms. And of course, our hail threat, 30% chance for significant hail possibilities, 2 inches in diameter or greater. So yeah, you, my friend, you need to be careful. You need to definitely keep an eye out there for that, and be weather aware. Thank you, dude, once again for the 2 donations. I appreciate that, man. Big thank you. If you have any more questions, let me know, okay? I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. That's very, very sweet of you, man. And, you know, it goes a long way with helping. You know, helps pays for our programs and stuff. So I really appreciate the supporters like you. So thank you so much, Divine. Big, big thank you. Let's see. What's up, Braden? Andrew, Indiana gets hit hard. A lot of storms. Yeah, I mean, Indiana does get slammed from time to time, unfortunately. Let's see here. Thank you. They get hit hard battles. Yeah, I hear you, my friend. Well, thank you once again for your support. I appreciate it. Baking with Joyce is sorry. Just got here. South Carolina, fine. So for Sunday, yeah, we're not really expecting much on Sunday. But Monday, yeah, South Carolina needs to be in the look. So you can see both, actually, the Carolinas, north and south. We're actually in that level 2 severe weather threat here. So that gives us a 15% chance probability of seeing severe weather. So, you know, just in general, within a 25-mile radius of your location, okay? So, you know, severe weather will be definitely quite possible on Monday. Once again, 15% chance probability of severe weather. So, that being said, Monday's your day. Monday's the day you need to be weather aware, okay? So, we'll definitely keep you in the loop here. So just be careful on Monday, okay? Let's see here. See if it's life or death. I guess I would have to get dogs down the stairs and the leashes. Yeah. Please, like I said, just Nikki, make sure you know where to go if a warning is issued or whatnot. Obviously, early preparation is the best thing you guys can do. What about Oklahoma City? Okay, let's hop over here to the west a bit. So actually, Oklahoma City today is actually in that level 2 threat. You can see Oklahoma City is in that slight risk for today. There is not really much of a tornado threat. The main tornado threat is just north of Oklahoma City here. We do have a 15% chance, though, for hail, which that's between 1 to 2 inches in diameter for today. And in terms of, sorry, did I say? Sorry, that was damaging winds. 15% chance for damaging wind gusts between 60, maybe an absolute worst case scenario, upwards of 65. miles an hour within the storms possible. In terms of hail, we have a 15% significant risk out there for hail, potentially 2 inches in diameter or greater. Yeah, I got the winds and hail mixed up for a second, but same threat, same concern, same probability, I should say. Let's see here. Do I think that a tornado threat could move to the northwest at all? Probably not, given at this point, models are fairly on point of where that low is going to be. If that central low, the main driver of all that severe weather, I mean, it's already starting to develop right now. If that main low was positioned and going further north than we anticipated, which is very unlikely at this point, considering we're really close to the event at this point now, very unlikely. Very unlikely. Let's see here. What about Jackson, Mississippi? Jackson, Mississippi. Gotcha. So Jackson. Yep, so your threat's going to be tomorrow up here in Jackson. We have a level 2 threat out here in Jackson, Mississippi. So you can see that level 1 threat down here. You're in that level 2 threat. You got the level 3 threat above you. So remember, this is still, outlook is still possibly going to be changing between now and tomorrow. But that gives you or Jackson anyway, 2% chance probability for tornadoes within a 25-mile radius around you. Tornadoes are possible, but relatively unlikely. In terms of damaging winds, we have a 15% chance probability of seeing some damaging wind gusts, between, upwards of 60, maybe at worst case scenario, upwards of 70 miles an hour. In terms of wind gusts, within those storms is possible. And then lastly, we do have, you're actually right on the outside of that significant hail risk, but most of Jackson's within the, the normal 15%. So in terms of hail size, mostly between 1 to 2 inches in diameter, but I would keep an eye on that because you are right on the outside of that significant risk out there. So if you get pushed into that significant risk, then that increases your hail size probability to, your hail size potential to 2 inches in diameter or larger instead of the 1 to 2 that's you're currently in. So probability would still be the same if you were slightly, or if that was slightly moved a little bit south. Still likely would be that 15%. But anyways, all right. What's up, Braden? Once again, didn't you say hi like 5 times? Oh, dude. Let's see here. Does Oklahoma have a tornado threat? Today, no. Oklahoma City does not. Let's see here. Tomorrow, no, not as well either. Yeah, so Oklahoma City is good. As of now, no tornadic activity is expected out there. What about Nashville? Yeah, Nashville is actually one of the hot spots, an area that I definitely want you guys to be watching for. I mean, just really, like central western Tennessee in general. Yeah, so Nashville does need to be weather aware. We have that level 3 threat out here. That does include a 10% chance for tornadoes, which that is, a 10% chance of a tornado happening within a 25-mile radius of your location. So within 25 miles around you, there's a 10% chance of a tornado happening. Now, given the fact that this is a significant risk or a hatch risk here, that means that tornadoes could be quite strong, potentially EF2 or greater. So that is something that we should look out for. In terms of damaging winds, we have a 30% chance out there for some damaging wind gusts, potentially, I hate to say it, but some of those wind gusts in those storms could be 70, 80 mile an hour winds or greater, potentially. So really strong winds with that line of storms. That's a significant risk for winds. Also, you have a 30% chance out there for hail, between 1 to 2 inches in diameter. Regarding hail size, seems possible. So big threat for wind, big threat for hail, decent threat for tornadoes too. So please be careful. Please be careful. All right. Let's see here. Have things uptrended for Greenwood? Let's see here. Where is Greenwood? Yeah, nothing's really changed since yesterday. You are in that slight risk here, that level 2 threat. So Monday is going to be your day. Tomorrow, storms will not, severe weather is not expected out there tomorrow. Although a few booms of thunder, given that you are in that general thunderstorm risk, which is a non-risk for severe weather. For Monday, though, you have that slight risk, level 2 severe weather threat. Let's see here. All right, Jason, I got you, my friend. Let's go ahead and copy your zip code real quickly. Go and do such. See what we got going on out there by you, my friend. By the way, guys, if you could, consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you guys can stay weather aware, and we'll keep you all updated. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so yeah, this area is in that level 2 severe weather threat, Jason. So you definitely need to be weather aware tomorrow. Good news is that tornado threat's relatively low. You have a 2% chance of having a tornado drop within 25 miles around you. You know, that's a 2% chance. That's a pretty low probability. Can't rule out tornadic activity, though. Okay, so keep an eye out there for that. In terms of damaging winds, we have a 15% chance out there for some damaging wind gusts. Perhaps, you know, possible wind gusts upwards of maybe 60, maybe at worst case scenario upwards of 70 miles an hour in terms of wind gusts within those storms. And then a 15% chance out there for hail between 1 to 2 inches in diameter. Okay. What's up, Displace? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Tori? Does that mean a tornado will not happen in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma? Yeah, I mean, given that you're not in that 2% chance, we are not expecting tornadic activity in Oklahoma City today. You know, there's a little chance for maybe an isolated tornado or two today north of Oklahoma City, but SPC has that tornado risk outside. Means it's a less than 2% chance probability of happening. Let's see here. Can I please check on Southern Illinois? Yeah, I got you. Got you. Yeah, so Southern Illinois is actually in one of the, kind of in the middle of that level 3 threat, actually, for tomorrow. That includes a 10% chance for tornadoes, you know, perhaps a few of which could be quite significant, EF2 or greater. We have a 30% chance out there for damaging wind gusts, you know, perhaps 70, 80 miles an hour or greater in terms of wind gusts within the storms. And then we have a 30% chance here for hail, ranging potentially 2 inches in diameter or larger. So it's a triple threat, all significant, you know, severe weather, significant tornadic activity, significant winds, and significant hail. It does seem possible. So please be careful. Please be careful out there. Let's see. No problem, Christian. What does Bloomington, Indiana look like? Actually, we just, that's crazy. We just looked there. Bloomington, Indiana is in the kind of the same boat here. You know, actually Bloomington's right on the edge of that 10% significant tornado risk. So, you know, potential for some strong tornadic activity nearby. So keep it out there for tornadoes. 30% chance for damaging winds. You know, once again, 70, 80 plus could be possible. And of course, lastly, a 30% chance here for hail, potentially 2 inches in diameter or larger. So kind of the same concern out there as well. So please be careful. See, tuning in from Bowling Green, Kentucky. This looks a bit concerning. Yeah, we'll definitely need to keep an eye out there for it. So we are actually, so in Bowling Green here, actually I want to go ahead and mention Wednesday. You need to keep it out there as well. Wednesday is going to be another concern for this area. But given tomorrow's threat, yeah, you have a level 3 threat. It's kind of the same thing. 10% significant tornado risk, you know, potential for large tornadic activity, unfortunately. Could be quite possible. We do have ourselves that 30% wind threat, you know, 70, 80 plus mile an hour wind gusts could be possible within the storm. And in terms of hail, we do have that 30% chance probability of hail, you know, between 2 inches in diameter or larger, actually. 2 plus, you know, inches could be quite possible. So, yeah, keep it out there for that. Also, real quickly, Wednesday, we have another risk out here. It's a 30% chance probability of severe weather. So, you know, this upcoming Wednesday, we need to be weather aware too. So, I hate to tell you that. I hate to just kind of bombard you with multiple risks here, but, you know, just to let you know, yep, tomorrow we have a pretty big concern, and of course, next Wednesday we have another 30% chance. So, please be careful. Please be careful. Let's see here. Mike, got you, my friend. Let's go ahead and take a look at yours real quick. You're up in Indiana, right? Indiana. Let's see what we got going on. Y'all, if you could, consider leaving a like, hitting that subscribe button. It'll be greatly appreciated. That way you guys can stay weather aware. All right, so, yeah, you, my friend, you're up here in that level 3 threat. Now, the good news is this was Wednesday's threat. Let's go and hop away over here. So, yeah, you're still in the level 3 threat here for tomorrow. So, with that being said, the good news is that you're not in the maximum tornado risk, but you do have the 5% chance for tornadic activity. So within a 25-mile radius around you, there's a 5% chance of a tornado happening. In terms of damaging winds, we have a 30% chance probability of seeing damaging wind gusts, 70, 80 miles an hour or greater within the storm. In terms of wind gusts, maximum wind gusts. So really strong winds are going to be possible within the storms. And in terms of hail, also a 30% chance out there for hail, potentially 2 inches in diameter and larger. So, yeah, got to keep it out there for that, my friend. Am I going to bed? At some point. This place is for sure watching tomorrow. I'll go live again tonight, actually. So, y'all, this evening, I'm going to go live again. Anywhere from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll go live on our main. I'll go live on my computer instead of my phone. But, anyways. Good morning, Polly. Tori says, thank you for keeping us updated. No problem. Can you please check on Carroll? Where is that? I have no idea where that's at, what state or whatnot. Could they throw Oklahoma City into a tornado threat, though? No. As of right now, like for tomorrow, there is nothing expected really for Oklahoma City. If you mean today, more than likely, no. That main tornado threat is north of Oklahoma City, which as of right now is less than 2% chance probability in general, for tornadoes. I mean, even in the green here, that is a low end threat. There's potential for an isolated tornado or two within this risk area here for today. So tornadoes is pretty low of a concern today, but in Oklahoma City, I mean, you're just outside of that risk, so don't worry about it. Watching from Philadelphia, Mississippi. Hope you're doing good. Be careful out there, my friend. What about Wichita, Kansas? So Wichita today, actually, we have a level 2 severe weather threat here. Wichita, 2% chance right on the edge of it for tornadic activity. So within a 25-mile radius around you, there's a 2% chance of a tornado happening. In terms of damaging winds, we do have a 15% chance overall probability of seeing damaging wind gusts, between upwards of 60, maybe at worst case scenario, upwards to 70 miles an hour within the storms. And then lastly, we have a 15% significant risk for hail, potential for hail 2 inches in diameter or larger. So that is that. Getting a little far behind here in the chat, y'all. Will Northern Illinois get hit bad in the next 2 days? So yeah, Northern Illinois does need to be weather aware. All of Illinois is within that severe weather threat. As you can see, the further south you go, the higher the risk you're in. So we have that level 3 across the orange here, that level 2 across the yellow, and then a little bit of a level 1 threat up in northwestern Illinois. So definitely need you to be weather aware tomorrow. Just make sure you are, staying up to date, staying weather aware, and keeping an eye on the radar, okay? Let's see here. Can I tell Indiana isn't... What? Andrew, you can tell Indiana isn't playing... we know this is a big deal. Yeah, it's something that people shouldn't brush off. I know too many people who's like, it'll be all right. More than likely, yeah. I mean, you guys will likely be, fine going through this, but just please be careful and please, prepare for it because, this is concerning, to me, being in the meteorology for almost 10 years now. I mean, this is crazy. It's concerning to me, of all the magnitude of severe weather we have. Please don't ignore it, I'm looking out for y'all. Anyways, let's see. Mike says thank you. No problem. Nikki says literally hundreds of homes were leveled and that tornado helped me through. That's crazy, dude. I'm glad I was able to help you there. Tori says, please like and subscribe, y'all. I appreciate that, Tori. Thank you. Yeah, y'all, if you guys want to stay weather aware and updated, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. I ain't going to hold you to it, but that Wednesday one probably going to be high. I don't know about that, man. It's too early to tell. Models can change significantly between now and then. So when's the next tornado chance for Oklahoma City? Not anytime soon. Like I mentioned today, we have that risk just to the north, a little 2%. See here. Next Wednesday, potential for severe weather east of Oklahoma City, but yeah, try not to worry about it, man. As of right now, I don't see any tornadic activity in your area, so that is gonna be good. Nikki, it'll be all right. It'll be okay. Just think of it like this: you made it out of it, and I'm glad that I was able to be there to help you. And like I mentioned, things can be replaced, but lives cannot. And the fact you made through it, that is amazing. So, I'm really thankful for that. But it'll be okay. We'll get through it. Let's see. As the storm line heads down central and south Mississippi, what's the tornado threat looking like? So, here for tomorrow, looking at that tornado probability here for central and south Mississippi. So the lower you go in the state, the lower the tornado risk. And the reason why is because our wind shear, so throughout the atmosphere, our winds in our lower, mid, upper atmosphere do weaken the further south we go. Tornadoes need a lot of strong wind shear, and the wind shear weakens the further south we go. So that lowers that tornado probability. Now, with that being said, it just depends on where you're at. For example, say you live out there in Yazoo City. That is a 5% chance for tornadoes. If you're here in the green towards Jackson, that's a 2% chance for tornadoes. So, quite a different level there. It just depends on where you're at, of course. And for northern Mississippi, we actually do have that 10% risk out there. So, northern Mississippi, 10%, central Mississippi, 5%, lower Mississippi, 2%. For tornadoes. But that's not the only concern. Remember that damaging winds will be a concern too, and hail. So all hazards are on the table, okay? Let's see here. Tori says, Andrew, you have gotten me through the last bad storms here in Illinois. I had several trees down my yard. Dang, dude, that's crazy. Hey, you know what, Tori? I'm glad I was able to help. And like I mentioned, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you guys out. Make sure you guys are staying weather aware. That's all I care about, y'all. Just making sure you guys are safe, dude. I love weather. I love tracking it. But, whenever I have potential to help save lives and, help out people, dude, I'm going to take it, And that's what we're here for. So, y'all, please be careful. We're just making sure you guys are staying weather aware, okay? All right, David, I got you, man. Let's go and see what's going on out there by you. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, you, my friend, you are up in Arkansas. Yep, so you're in that level 3 threat for Sunday. So just definitely be weather aware tomorrow. That does put you actually in a 5% chance for tornadoes. So, you're kind of in that middle threat for tornadoes. So keep an eye out there for that. Your main concern, though, is actually going to be, damaging wind gusts here. You're just within that significant 30% hatch risk area, meaning that there is actually potential that some of these wind gusts, could actually get, possibly 70, 80 miles an hour or greater. Big concern for damaging winds. Also, 30% chance for hail too. Perhaps significant hail, 2 inches in diameter and larger, is going to be quite possible. So, yeah, keep it out there for that, man. Please be careful. All hazards are on the table. All right. Let's see here. What's up, April? Hope you're doing good. I'm not used to seeing you up this early in the morning. Hey, you know why? It's because I'm training myself to be up for tomorrow night, because I'm going to cover tomorrow night storms. Yeah, I still haven't been to bed yet. I am whooped, so I just figured while I'm up, I might as well give you guys a weather update because we have some big changes this morning. But I'm up training myself. That way I can be up tomorrow night and throughout tomorrow morning, because everybody's going to be streaming tomorrow through the day for the main event. I'm very thankful for that. But we're going to need coverage at night, and there's not many people that do that. So I'm staying up for you guys. That way I can stream nighttime. How are things looking for the zip code for tomorrow? Says April. Got you. Let's go and see what's going on out there, my friend. What do we got going on? You're up here in Tennessee. Yep. So you're kind of in that maximum threat right now. You're in that level 3 enhanced. 10% chance for tornadoes, a few of which could be quite strong. So keep it out there for that. 30% chance for damaging wind gusts, 70 to 80 miles an hour or greater within gusts inside the storm. And then, of course, that 30% chance for hail, potential for hail, 2 inches in diameter and larger. So be careful. Be careful. Tomorrow, definitely need to be weather aware, okay? Let's see here. Do I need to unplug my things if there's a tornado siren? What things? Oh, you mean like computers and stuff? I mean, during storms, it's obviously good to turn off electronics, but the main concern is you getting to your shelter. So, yeah, that's if you get a warning, Remember, odds specifically for somebody getting a tornado is pretty low, but collectively, as all of these areas, probability of seeing tornadoes is very high. So that's that. The odds of somebody getting a tornado, say for example, someone in this region here, getting a tornado, it's 10% chance here. We'll use Paducah for an example, right? So the way this works, say you live in Paducah, okay? So we're going to draw out a line that's 25 miles in diameter, okay? So that's roughly 25 miles. So within a 25-mile radius around you, oh, shoot, let's do that again. Hold on. There we go. So within a 25-mile radius around you, there is a 10% chance here in the yellow that a tornado could drop somewhere in this area. So say you're here. The odds of a tornado still going like this and going right through you is pretty low. But that just means, you know, the possibility of a tornado going somewhere within 25 miles of you. Does that make sense? That's a 10% chance, a 1 in 10 shot of happening, which, as you can imagine, 90% chance of it not happening. But it's, you know, while your odds are very low of seeing a tornado still, I mean, even though it's a pretty decent risk of a 10%, collectively, overall, that's a big risk for tornadoes. So if we were to add up all of these areas, 25 miles, you know, for all the areas that can make up this area here, that's a lot, and that's a big concern. But for one specific area, you know, you can see just how low of a probability that still is, even in a 10%, but still needs you to be weather aware. Let's see here. Divine, dude, coming in with another super chat, man. Shout out to this guy right here, man. Big shout out goes to you, Divine. Thank you so much, dude. Saying had to stay awake for work. Now no work, zero sleep. Going back to work, just weird staying awake. You're awesome. Much appreciation. Thank you, dude. I'm leaving a heart for you, man. I appreciate that. And a like. Y'all, go like this guy's comment. I appreciate it, Divine. Thank you, dude, for the support. You know, you really helped me out a lot, man. I really appreciate it. You know, that'll help cover my programs and help keep us rolling, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Get some rest today. Oh, I will, April. Don't worry about it. After the stream, I'm going to go conk. All right, Destiny, I got you real quickly. Inceptor, I'll get you here in a minute. Let's go ahead and take a look at Destiny's zip code real quickly. Once again, dude, thank you so much, Divine. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. All right, Destiny, let's go and take a look at yours real quickly. Let's see what we got going on out here by you. So you're up in Indianapolis. Okay, so you are in that 5% chance probability for tornadoes. So, you know, we can't rule out tornadic activity tomorrow. You know, pretty low end threat for tornadoes. I mean, even at 5% is a lower end threat. But still, hey, man, be weather aware. Be ready to go to shelter if a tornado warning is issued. Just know that tornadoes will be possible in the area, okay? 5% chance for tornadoes. Now, your main concern is here. Regarding damaging winds. So we actually have a 30% chance probability of seeing damaging winds, perhaps in excess of 80 miles an hour. You know, 70 to 80 mile per hour wind gusts or greater could be quite possible. It's a 30% chance probability of it happening within 25 miles around you. So that's a pretty decent chance. Same thing for hail, 30% chance probability, but hail size, you know, since we're in that hatch risk, could be 2 inches in diameter and larger. So all hazards are on a concern, my friend. Please be weather aware. Your main concern is going to be damaging winds and hail with a few tornadoes not being ruled out, okay? All right, Inceptor, I got you. You, my friend, are, yep, and the same concern here, same probability. Actually, a greater concern for tornadoes, though. A 10% chance out here for tornadoes, you know, potential of which a couple could be strong. You know, we are in that hatch risk after all. Potential for tornadoes EF2 or greater. In terms of damaging winds, we have a 30% chance out there for damaging winds. Once again, 70 to 80 miles an hour or potentially stronger. You know, within wind gusts in the storm. Not sustained, just what winds could peak up to, essentially. In terms of hail, 30% chance out there for hail ranging between 2 inches in diameter or larger, you know, given that you're in that significant hail risk area, that black netted area here. Now, for areas that's outside of that, hail is going to be within the range of 1 to 2 inches. Meanwhile, the areas within that netting, that's 2 inches or greater, okay? So keep that in mind. What's up, Average? Hope you're doing good, man. Welcome. Let's see here. Curious what my thoughts are on 77356 and NAM 3K. Okay, well, first of all, that's NAM. NAM is a crazy model. Let's see what we got going on out there. Here, I'll at least show you what we got going on for, let's see, for your risk here. You're up in Texas, okay. All right, so for tomorrow, your threat's actually pretty low. Since you're far down south where, you know, the wind shear is not as, you know, not as strong, you're just outside of that tornado probability. You do have a 5% chance for damaging wind gusts. Winds could range between 60 and 70 miles an hour in terms of gusts. Hail-wise, we do have ourselves a 5% chance for hail, ranging between 1 to 2 inches in diameter overall for hail. So that is that. That is that. Is it okay to zip code request? Yeah, I mean, go ahead. I'll be more than happy to help. That's what we're here for, man. We're here to let you know what your risk is, and you know, like I said, we're here for you guys. We care about you. We care about you. How much fluctuation, or how much fluctuating possible from the next 24 hours here? So, given that we are within 48 hours of the event happening, the confidence is high. It's a lot greater than it was from, you know, a couple of days ago. So fluctuations, while they are still possible, they would likely remain minimal, given the fact that we have great confidence considering we are pretty close to this event, and that models are really starting to come to an agreement. So, you know, the chances of anything like really big, I mean, from an area that's not really much of a risk to being in a big risk is pretty low for a big change like that to occur. However, the risk probability of an upgrade, you know, actually Storm Prediction Center mentioned that a moderate risk will possibly be needed, actually. Don't be surprised if tomorrow upgrades to a level 4 for some of those regions. And in my opinion, take this with a grain of salt, if we did get a moderate, it would probably be somewhere in western Kentucky, western Tennessee. Considering our highest wind shear is going to be in those regions here, greatest ratio from instability, the Cape, the fuel in the atmosphere, greatest ratio between the instability and wind shear, the winds throughout the atmosphere, greatest concern. So remember, that's my opinion. If they did that, just don't be surprised if it's for some of those regions there, because that's kind of what it looks like. Anyways, what's up, Misty? Hope you're doing good. See you. Let's see. I am wants me to take a look at a zip code. Gotcha. Let's see what we got going on out there. I'm gonna guess. Is this Indiana? Oh, this is Texas. Never mind. You didn't hear what I said. Anyways, we got a level 2 threat, my friend, out here for tomorrow. So you're kind of in that middle threat. You know, the maximum threat as of now for tomorrow is a level 3 across the orange. You're in a level 2. Still a decent risk for severe weather. You're in a 2% chance for tornadoes, relatively low end threat here for tornadoes. So, you know, don't be full on worrying for tornadic activity, but just know where to go in case of a tornado warning gets issued. Tornadoes will be possible within the region, but the threat's fairly low. In terms of damaging winds, we have a 15% chance out here for seeing damaging wind gusts, you know, between 60 to 70 miles an hour within the storm. That is a possibility. And then lastly, we do have ourselves a 15% chance out there for hail. You know, given the fact we are in that hatch risk area, there is going to be potential for hail 2 inches in diameter and larger. So all hazards are on the table, my friend, but the main concern is actually going to be hail and damaging winds. All right, Misty, I got you, my friend. Let's see what we got going on out here towards you. Let's see what we got going on out here. By the way, guys, if you could leave a like, hit that subscribe button, it'd be greatly appreciated. All right, you, my friend, you're in that level 2 threat, I believe, as well. Let's see here. That puts you, yep, so you're right on the edge of that level 3, though. But you're in a level 2 threat. That gives you a 2% chance for tornadoes. So the tornado threat's relatively low, but, you know, tornadic activity cannot be ruled out here. In terms of damaging winds, we do have a 15% chance, right on the edge of that 30, though. Damaging wind gusts between 60 to 70 miles an hour is possible, given that you're outside of that significant risk area. In terms of hail, we do have a 15% chance probability as well, almost into that 30, but hail is going to be ranging likely between 1 to 2 inches in diameter overall. Tori says you read my mind, Andrew. I was just wondering if we're going to have upgrade to a level 4. Yeah, let me show you this real quickly. Let me show y'all this real quick. Let's see here if I can. Actually, I'm gonna need to pull it up again. Here we go. Okay, so on the bottom of tomorrow's outlook from the Storm Prediction Center here. So if we look at tomorrow's outlook at the very bottom, they said as such will remain enhanced risk across broad area at this time, though an upgrade to a moderate risk in lower Ohio/Tennessee Mississippi Valley corridor may be required in later outlooks. So it says may be required. So, you know, it's possible. It is possible. Does a 4 to 5 look likely or possible? Possible as of right now. Are we gonna have a tornado warning in Bria? Let's see. I'll tell you the odds. What is this? I'm assuming California. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, California, the conditions are not favorable right now for any tornadic activity. So no. Yeah, Steven, I got you, man. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on out here. So I can copy this for you. All right, let's see here. You, my friend, Steven, you are in Kentucky. Okay, so you're actually right on the edge. Okay, so you're in that level 3 threat overall for severe weather. You're literally right on the edge of it, though. So you are in that enhanced risk, that level 3 severe weather threat. That gives you a 5% chance probability for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius around you, there's a 5% chance of a tornado within the region. In terms of damaging winds, we do have a significant threat for damaging wind gusts, 30% chance probability that some of those wind gusts could exceed 70 miles an hour. That is going to be a possibility overall. Now, in terms of hail, we also do have a 30% chance probability for hail overall. So basically, we are talking, in this, since you're just outside of that significant risk, you're close. Most hail could be expected to be between, 1 to 2 inches in diameter overall. So that is that. All right, Bella, let's go ahead and take a look at you, my friend. Oops, did not mean it. Why is copying a zip code so hard? Let's go and take a look at you, my friend. Let's see what we got going on out there by you. So you're up in Mississippi. Okay, so yeah, you're in northern Mississippi. You're kind of in the big threat here. You're in that level 3 severe weather threat, the enhanced risk here. Tornado probability, we have a 10% chance for possible, even significant activity. So 10% chance for tornadoes. In terms of damaging winds, we have a 30% chance out there for perhaps damaging wind gusts in excess of 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, we have a 30% chance as well for hail possibly 2 inches in diameter and larger. Let's see. Yeah, no problem, Tori. Got you. No problem, Steven. Always be prepared. It's the safe thing to do. Absolutely. Monster, I got you, my friend. Let's go and see what we got going on out there by you. Let's see. You're up in New Jersey. Okay, so your threat's not going to be on Sunday, but they did add you into the risk on Monday. Monday. You're actually in the marginal. You're right on the edge of that level 1 threat. So there is no breakdown probability between tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds right now. But just know you are in the risk for severe weather here on Monday, okay? So keep an eye out there for it. No problem, Bella. Absolutely, Tori. But all right, everybody. Well, I'm probably going to roll off here soon. We've been live an hour and a half here. I was actually planning just to do a quick little update. I got to get to bed because, like I mentioned, I've been up. I haven't went to bed yet. I am so tired, dude. It is 8:15 my time. Like I said, I stayed up late so that I could, be live tomorrow night for when those storms fire off. Because, like I mentioned, we're going to need some nighttime coverage, guys. And I'm going to be here to do that. So if you have it, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, leave a like. Most importantly, what you guys could do is just help share this channel. Send it to a friend, a family member, put it on your social media like Facebook. Say, go subscribe to this dude. That way I can help you guys out. So, please consider it, y'all. Consider subscribing yourself. Once again, it's free. You just got to hit the button. It'll be greatly appreciated. Not only would it help us out and, help YouTube recommend us more to people, but it would also keep you weather aware as well. So it's kind of a win-win there. If you guys could, it'd be greatly appreciated. Right back at you, Dylan. I appreciate you. Tori, I'm definitely going to go to bed right now. Absolutely. All right. Good night, Texas. I appreciate it. But all right, everybody. Well, thank you all so much for joining. I appreciate you. We love you guys. Just please be careful, okay? Try not to worry about it. We'll get through this together. I'm going to go live again tonight when I wake up. Sometime later this evening, anywhere from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to go live for kind of an evening update here overall. But I'm going to head off here. Proxy says I have to go, but everyone be sure to keep your eyes to the skies and your ears to Andrew's stream. Thank you for all you do for us, Andrew. Now get some sleep. Sounds good, Proxy. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Once again, Proxy, thank you for your support earlier. I really appreciate it, my friend. You definitely have helped me out so much. So big shout out goes to Proxy. Proxy is the GOAT. I really appreciate you, Prox. But yeah, once again, everybody, if you guys could leave a like, hit that subscribe button on your way out. Be greatly appreciated. All right, everybody. Well, you guys take care. Like I said, we'll be back later tonight. Once again, between 8 and 10 p.m. at some point. So I'll definitely make sure to be here for you guys. And to help make sure you guys are staying weather aware out there, okay? But, all right, everybody. Well, thank y'all for joining. You guys take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And we will see you guys next time. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for joining. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.